Yeah, hi everybody. Just a short video on some information on the Alfa 159 Blue&me. So there's your Alfa 159, and there's trouble in linking modern phones to the Alfa. So if we jump in here, and you'll see in here, in the glove box, you've got a USB port. This is Windows, it runs off Windows, and it's a Blue&me stereo system. So normally what you would do is you'd plug your USB line into there, whether that goes to a Samsung or to a iPhone or just a USB drive. You connect that into your phone, and hey presto, on your stereo it comes up as media. Okay, let me show you that. Okay, so we'll pop the key in and we get the ignition on and the stereo boots up, and you can see there actually it says media player. However, that won't play because there's no music in the stereo. So we've just, oh yeah, it's flicked over to radio, you'll see. Let's turn that down. So what happens is you normally go to menu, and you'll know with the old phones, Blue&me used to just work. You used to just plug your phone in and it would work. So we're talking Samsung, the early Samsungs. I used to have a Note 3 Samsung, used to plug it in, boom, the music would just play straight away. Not anymore with the new Samsung Note 9 or whatever it is. So normally you go to menu, you go to audio, and you go there, and you'll see there media is grayed out, and that's what happens. So obviously you can't do anything because that's grayed out. So nowadays with the modern phones, you plug it all in and that stays grayed out. However, I've got an iPhone 7 here because it seems to work with this iPhone 7. Now if I plug this iPhone 7 in, it should work, and then I'll explain why the iPhone 7 works. So let me just plug this in. So as you can see, I've now plugged the iPhone in, and what I'm going to do is just, you can hear the music now, Michael Jackson. I'm just going to turn it down because of copyright laws and everything, but you can see now media player has come up. Okay, so we can back out of there, back out, and you can see there it's playing Michael Jackson. Listen, and that's playing from the iPhone 7. Now, I'm not an iPhone fan. I hate iPhones. I think they're the most unusable phones known to man. Can't stand them, hate them. I'm a Samsung person, on Android software, much easier. But I've just given you an example of this iPhone. Now, what's the key to keeping that media working on the Blue&me? Because I know I've had problems every time I've plugged something in there. All I get is no media. It just keeps coming up, no media all the time. And it doesn't matter what I do, turn the ignition on, off, doesn't matter. Could not get it to work. Even when I put a flash drive in there, I couldn't get it to work. It was a nightmare. So what did I do? And I was on Google channels, I was trying to find sources, I was trying to find everything to find out how I could get this working. And I just struggled. This is what I found worked for me. All right. One day, I parked the Alfa up because I don't use the Alfa that often. I parked it up and I disconnected the battery. And what I did was I plugged this cable into that USB port and the phone, all plugged in, before I connected the battery. And I connected the battery and I came round and I noticed that it had detected the media source on the phone, and I was like, well, that's bloody odd. How come that's detected now? Anyway, I didn't really realise what I'd done at the time. So what I did was, while the battery was still connected, I unplugged that USB, I pulled it out, did something, plugged the USB back in while the battery was connected, and again I couldn't get the media source. It couldn't find the media source. frustrating, because I was like, well, I know it works sometimes. It did work, so it must work. So what I found out, to cut a long story short, guys, is I disconnected the battery again, and I plugged the USB lead in onto the phone, connected the battery, and it detected the media source again, the phone. And what I learned was that as long as I never disconnect that USB port now, once it's connected, so the process is disconnect the battery, make sure there's nothing, honk your horn on your car to drain, any excess pair in the wires or anything like that. Disconnect the battery, plug that USB in, plug your phone in, have your phone turned on, connect the battery, and you'll find your media source. Once you've found your media source, never disconnect that USB line, this line. Don't disconnect it. And then every time you plug your phone in, you can disconnect your phone here. You can take that out. Just don't take the USB out. And then you'll find every time you plug your phone in, it'll work. It'll find it. Hey, look, it's odd, but that's what works for me. So, and now I've had it plugged in, this wire plugged in for, well, I don't know, a few weeks now. We've been away, just been away up north, and we've had this phone. We've unplugged the phone, plugged the phone in, unplugged it, plugged it in, and it's always found the media source. And this car's just been sat here for a week or more. This phone wasn't plugged in. I plugged it in today to show you this video, and instantly it finds music. So the media source will be on there. And as long as that USB is not disconnected or pulled out, you can unplug your phone, plug your phone in, get your music going, and you'll always have music in your Alfa. Hey, that's what worked for me, guys. I hope this helps you. I would have thought it would work on many Alfas, Bravas, 159s, whatever else is out there. Enjoy your Alfas, that's what I say. Hope this helps you with your Blue&me's. I don't particularly want to change this Blue&me because it's original. I just wanted to get my media up and running, and thankfully I have. So good luck with that. Hope this information or this YouTube video's helpful.